Hello everyone, I'm here at NVIDIA GTC and I talk to tech CEOs around the world.
As a company, we don't do backflips or dancing. We are here to do real work.
Being able to do the parallel processes and the billions of calculations that are required.
So it's like an exoskeleton upon your hand.
No one needs to risk his life. It's very simple.
But also, how do they take advantage of AI with their existing data centers?
That is why I started Humanoid to free people from dangerous, hard and repetitive tasks.
Tell me, what's your name? Where are you from? And what are you doing?
My name is Pete Grabowski. I'm from Skillreal. I'm the COO of the US Operations here. Our technology is a software platform that's adding the accuracy dimension to physical AI. This is a wide-reaching platform. It has a lot of applicable use cases, but the vertical that we focused on to begin with is the automotive market, and specifically doing manual inspection checks for the end of line. There's a lot of legacy mentality about how to build automobiles, how to produce parts, and it's a target-rich environment for disruption with new technology. So what we've been able to do with our software platform in a very light hardware stack powered by the capable NVIDIA GPUs is to go into existing manufacturing plants, identify areas where they're currently doing human-based inspection, and deploying a high-resolution camera in our software platform to fully inspect 100% of parts that are produced, checking all of the critical characteristics on those parts for presence as well as their location. And we do this through a process of digital twin alignment where we perfectly overlay the CAD model of the part to its physical counterpart. And with this overlay, we can check and measure discrete features.
Wow, that's a lot what you do. But how did that all start? So you were coming from automotive industry, or tell me a bit more how you built that up?
So I'll give you a little background on our company. Our headquarters, our R&D center, is based out of Tel Aviv, Israel.
Yes.
And they've developed this very capable software platform. They founded the company in 2020. 2 years ago, they made the decision to go into the automotive market, and that's where myself came in. I come from an automotive background. I'm a third-generation mechanical engineer. I'm very passionate about the automotive industry, being from Detroit. I also am very passionate about new technologies, and so this was a perfect fit, and we saw a really, really great opportunity.
It feels also a bit like shifting to digital twinning now. What digital twin use cases do you have there?
Yeah, so the digital twin alignment is a huge part of our platform, and it's the ability to use the CAD design as the master for the inspection.
Yeah.
And taking that ideal engineering environment design and overlaying it onto the real world, and being able to check and measure any deviations between the two. So it's actionable physical AI that's deployed in the market, and it's a very powerful use case.
Yeah, so you can also adapt every data you have now from automotive to other industries.
Yeah, exactly. And as a startup, it's extremely important to be focused when you begin.
True.
And so we made the strategic decision to go into automotive. Although the barriers to entry are high, when you make it in automotive, you can make it anywhere. Things like, being able to do all the processing within cycle time, the accuracy and repeatability requirements, all of those are complements to other industries. And we have a multi-layered technology. We offer a catalog of base large AI models for the discrete manufacturing features, things like spot weld points, studs, bolts, nuts. And these features in automotive are very common across all other industries, heavy industrial, aerospace, consumer goods. When we can nail it in automotive, which we have, now we can read it across to other industries very easily.
I think it's also interesting for people out there, like that you said you need to focus a lot, building a startup. Is there a time span for how long you should focus on your first industry, like automotive, or is it just a feeling, or is there any goal you want to reach before you also shift that to other industries?
Well, I think the market takes a lot of that. It starts with good market research and then focusing on a vertical. And you should determine pretty quickly what the reception is from the market. And you start to receive orders, start to deploy, start to validate, get more orders. Where we're at with the company right now is we're getting significant orders in automotive, and we can make a very sizable business off of that. But we've also strategically built this company so that we partner with third-party companies that actually go and do the deployment. We're in the software business, right? We're not in the deployment business. So it's a very scalable product in that way.
How do you use the global network of Inception?
The partnership with NVIDIA has been instrumental for us, both on the technology side and then participating in events like GTC and being part of the network has been great. And all of the tentacles that NVIDIA has into all sorts of different industries. It's been great at this event to meet a lot of new people from different verticals, understand other use cases, and really have some great ideas of where we can take this technology next. And then on the hardware side with NVIDIA, the thing that we really leverage is the CUDA cores for being able able to do the parallel processes and the billions of calculations that are required in order to overlay a CAD model into the real world and do measurements on that and use the AI. You know, our founder in the incubation stage with our company, he would have to rent a supercomputer for 2 hours to do the billions of calculations that are required for this. And now, you know, we can do it on the edge, on-prem. We use a 5090, and we can do hundreds of manufacturing features in just a handful of seconds.
Wow, that is speeding up a lot, huh?
Yeah, it
Wow,
is.
can you tell like how much?
I mean, it's like exponentially. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. And you were also talking about accuracy rate.
There's multi-layers to our technology. The first thing that we've developed is a proprietary undistortion correction algorithm. So we take a standard, industrial-grade, high-resolution camera, and we do a universal calibration on that at a sub-pixel level. It turns a $1,000 camera into a very capable measurement device, and that allows us to perform this digital twin overlay at a 0.1 millimeter level accuracy.
Wow, that's crazy. Is that where you get all the data from?
Yeah, so we collect all the data from this visual system, but the inspection ground truth is from the CAD itself.
Yes.
The vision that we're implementing right now is bringing the metrology lab in line, in production. And traditionally in automotive and heavy manufacturing, in order to reach the levels of precision and accuracy that we provide, you have to have these dedicated rooms, structured lighting, very special fixturing for the parts, very especially fixtured cameras. It's a very controlled environment, and that's not conducive to the dynamic situation that's in a manufacturing facility. There's always things changing. And so with our technology, we can bring this in line without making a major disruption to the plant itself, and bringing that metrology grade accuracy for every single part that's produced, not just a handful of parts per day.
I enjoy listening to you there, but what are the challenges you're currently facing? Is everything just going super well, or like what are the challenges?
Well, I think all startups have challenges. For us right now, it's just maintaining all of the orders that come in and trying to grow appropriately. You don't want to grow too big too fast. You take it one step at a time. But a great enabler for us has been AI agents and being able to deploy that with our software teams and leveraging all the tools in the market so that we can we can have force multipliers without having to necessarily do a bunch of onboarding and a bunch of hiring. So you're not hiring more people, but rather deploy more agents. We hire some people, but we're using a lot of agents as well.
Yeah, we were just hearing that from Jensen, right? That in 10 years, it might be 75 people.
Yeah.
So maybe you can finish my sentence. What is the big problem you solve in the world?
I think the big problem that we're solving in the world is the issue with quality in manufacturing. The parts that we inspect, these are safety critical components. If you're missing a row of spot weld points, or if you don't have a structurally sound weld on a part, your vehicle's not going to behave properly in the event of a crash. So we're saving lives in a way by doing this type of inspection and ensuring that every single part that is produced, every feature on that part is in the correct location, is up to the level of quality that is expected. At the end of the day, the end consumers are able to have a much better, safer product.
Wow, thank you so much.